Months ago, a sponge and a star had a dream. Little did they know that that dream would lead them here. To the Chum Bucket! Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, my adventurers. I'm Jake Spins, welcoming you guys back to my gaming and unboxing channel, where today we are doing some more Spongebob Rehydrated, and by more, I mean the finale. That is right, we're going to jump into the Chum Bucket, we're going to storm it, get those last spatulas, and just rock out. And I'll talk about how I feel about the game itself, the remake, etc., because it will be the first time that we 100% it. That being said, though, before we do jump into that, I did notice it says 97 spatulas, even though we've collected everything, and I thought they fixed this number glitch, and I'm a little scared because if there is not an extra spatula that I don't know about right now, that means something is broken, and that's going to really irritate me because I've spent, well, not too much time, but I've still spent time and effort 100% in this game. I'd like that recognition, you know, because it's actually going to be 100%ed. But anyway, though, let's put our money where our mouth is and jump. Well, before we do that, any last words?
This day won't be mine, or the next, or possibly even the next, or 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 the next after that. But the one after the next, after the next, after the next, after that. Well, that one after that, right next to that one, that will be my day.
I think that would hold up in court. Oh no, I didn't get to hear the full line.
Authorities have confirmed that the robots running amok through Bikini Bottom are indeed coming from the Chum Bucket. Yes, right where you're standing. Plankton, owner of the Chum Bucket, and best known for the creation of robots whose sole purpose is to cause mayhem and destruction, has denied any involvement. And then stomp on your children! And stomp on your children's children! This has been a Bikini Bottom news flash.
Gee, the one villain in Bikini Bottom. I know there's like other villains, but like, Yeah, I also wouldn't really call that a denial. I love the fact that they made Thunder Tiki's the model for here. And I didn't know that the final area actually costs 35 after you get here. But before we jump into that, there is one more thing we have to do. I don't know what that camera angle was, but if you wall jump up here, you get a spatula. That's right. That's why I said spatulas instead of... Okay, well apparently the camera is stuck in that area, which I did not know. So, you know, fun facts. I guess we could have done a little more damage on that, but that stuff's fine. So, what do we want to order? Chum burger, chum fries, chum shake, chum on a stick. I thought that said chum on a shake. Chumbalaya. That's pretty good. Chum chili and chum pie. Somebody let me know. Was Chumbalaya actually in the original? Because I'm curious. Is it new or is it, you know, a gimmick? Saying it's new when it's not actually new. Oh, that's interesting. That's strange. It doesn't do anything. But it's fun nonetheless. Alright. Time for Plankton Subpoena.
Look at that guy. That big square head and those short shorts. That's the most hideous thing I've ever seen.
Wait, that hideous thing looks like me.
I always knew SpongeBob would be the death of me.
Jump it, jelly beans! A robot SpongeBob. There's definitely something funny going on here. And I don't mean you. Something else funny. Oh, Plankton! You're behind all this, aren't you?
Yes, it was me all the time. Behold, the Duplicatotron. I registered the name, so don't even think of ripping me off. With this, I can make a robot robots that would obey my every command.
But they're running amok.
I forgot to set the switch to obey Plankton. But now that Daddy's home, I can fix that. What's wrong now? It should be working. It is working. They're obeying me. I knew I shouldn't have made a copy of myself, but I'm just so cute. You've interfered with my plans for the last time. Spongebob, meet Spongebob.
Hi, how do you do? Allow me to introduce my friends, Patrick, Sandy.
Enough! Prepare to meet your doom.
Alrighty, here we go. Robot SpongeBob time. Okay, that was rude. Oh my god, I forgot. Okay, we are in a boss fight. But that is something that does make me think that, we were actually supposed to get a playable Squidward because that was all the playable characters and then Squidward. And I'm a little confused as to why. But, either way though, we have Robot Plankton. Yes, a character that is like, oh, you've ended up being a thorn in my side for the last time, when really this is the first time we've seen him. But I guess if he has the memories, then I guess fair enough. And it would be kind of funny if we could actually just jump over to the Duplicatron. I almost called it the Duplicon. I guess it would be a a fake thing, so I guess con works too. But I was thinking, like, oh yeah, we could just go over that and just bash it. Oh god. Alright, the cool thing about this fight, though, is that there is possibly more content than was actually in the original game. And that being specifically a completely different phase, but I don't know if they added that, because I figured they would have added Plankton's Dream, and they didn't. But that being said, let's focus on the boss fight that's right here, right now. And, I gotta say, like, that arm swing is really quick and really throws me off. Can I just... Dude, you just jump over and bonk him, and then Robot SpongeBob's like, I'm awake. Oh god, I forgot about this. He literally tries to laugh you to death. Just like SpongeBob does outside of his window to Squidward every single night. Which, is surprising that nobody's caught that, that he tries to kill Squidward that way, but, I mean, people think it's just, like, a friendly thing, but no. Can I hit him? Oh god, that would be a no. I thought as he was doing the laugh that I would be able to get away with it, but the answer is no. So instead, I'm just gonna really quickly get some new underwear. Well, Robot Plankton's like, yeah, no. I don't believe in fresh pants. Because I don't wear pants. So why would they need to be fresh? Alright, I just gotta wait for him to do the swing. And we'll be good. One more, maybe? Alright, we're good. Woo! Alright, I'm so glad that opening is long. And I think it's literally just so that you can set up the cruise bubbler. Yeah, and by the way, if you thought that the Flying Dutchman's boss fight was really short like I did, yeah, this is basically going to be the makeup fight for that. Flying Dutchman giving up just to give us more length on this. Oh god, guys, it's getting so intense that the wind is picking up. Yeah, there was actually a really bad storm and the power went out at my work for just a little bit. And, it's a lot of wind, a lot of hail and rain as well. And, one of the schools by us actually ended up having part of its roof blown off because the wind was so strong. So, I guess Robot SpongeBob affects so much that he's actually affecting real life. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Can I still hit him? No, I just missed him! Rude. Wait, that counts as a spatula? Wait, why? But why does that count as spatula? Because that's not the end. Oh, he just ate us. What?
I'll repair you, baby. I'm shrinking.
This is new.
The robot is getting bigger.
Yes, they added this.
Blew it to your head.
Well, then I'm going to follow him into my head. I mean, into my robot version's head, which is like my head, but bigger and more metallic.
Will you go already?
Here I come, robot plankton.
This is just getting too weird for me.
I mean, it's SpongeBob, so you know. But yeah, they had this in the actual cutscene too. Like after you defeat him in the SpongeBob thing. Wait, we don't get to fight the buff version. What's the point of adding that cutscene then? I thought we were gonna be able to jump in as Patrick. Else they added like a harder version or something, harder mode. But I doubt that. I very much doubt that. Also, I can probably jump this, but I don't have faith in myself. So I'm just gonna do this instead. Oh boy. Never mind, I guess you are supposed... No. Okay. This, by the way, this is the phase that I feel like could take a very long time. Okay, well it works, because now we don't have to make the jump. Alright, sweet. I didn't know the checkpoints were literally that kind. Okay. I'm assuming that we're gonna get some things now, maybe? But I'm gonna try to get rid of this guy really quick, because I don't feel like being shocked. Then if I get rid of this guy, I can get rid of the duplicator. Haha! Thoughts right there. We think here on this, in this place. But how do I get over there? Because that's not... Oh, am I actually supposed to be fighting him?
Say hello to my little
And I just cheated it? Just like I've been doing the rest of the time? Okay, well, he's stunned probably for a while, so I can probably just bonk this. Oh, it didn't count. Oh, it didn't count. Oh, crap. Oh, well, we at least cheesed a little bit. You know, we did SpongeBob right by his sponginess, which is actually cheese. If you didn't know, like if you go to eat SpongeBob, he actually is just cheese. And the whole series is a lie. Oh my gosh, dude. The last few episodes, I swear, have been just completely different in commentary just because of where my mindset's been. But it still works. Alright, there we go. We just smelled the victory of oil right there. Oh, we only got rid of the one? Oh, well that's because we now need to fight him. Okay, he's gonna shoot his little I don't even know what those are. The little energy beam things. Maybe that's what that is. I just thought, like, you know, energy staple gun. It's a plasma staple gun for his robotic papers. I mean, you're gonna need a little bit more than metal to pierce it. So you might want to try something a little more permanent though than plasma, because I feel like that'll just eventually just dip out, you know. Alright. So, I don't want him to bonk me. Well, we should actually be fine enough. Yeah, we definitely had enough time for that. Unless it puts us in a cutscene. Okay. That's usually in a cutscene, but what? Wait, did the robots after death literally just stop us from destroying the duplicator? And can we just mention the fact that this is Robot SpongeBob's brain is literally a factory for robots? And it has some, like, snot stuff, which is really weird. Very bizarre, dude. Alright. During this one, I have confidence now. I should have not had confidence then. But I have it now. And is it worth it? No, it is not. My confidence is very much dwindling. Can I do it? No. Thank you. Third time's the charm. Sometimes you just have to throw 3 rockets and then jump off cliff immediately. Perfect! I did well. I did well. Well, whatever. I probably won't be cutting this stuff out unless actively needed to. Oh, but it keeps... Dude, it is very generous with this. I don't know if the original was this generous, because I'm not gonna... Sniped, dude! Sniped! Oh, shoot! I didn't expect that to blow it up so well. But, bowling works? Question mark? But, as I was gonna say, I'm not the one who beat the original because I took it to an ex-friend's house when I was still friends with him. And, I was having so much trouble. And, I can't remember if I took my copy over and had him beat Robot Spongebob, or if I asked him, like, how do you do it? And then he ended up doing it for me. It's one of the two. Also, is this gonna work? Game? I figured that's what I was supposed to do. Apparently not, but there's a ramp to bowl. And I'm pretty sure I hit that. You know, it's like if you throw a bowling ball in the bowling alley, and then it hits the pin, but it bounces back and hits you in the face. Which, by the way, would hurt a lot. Oh yeah, okay, so this is why we need to actively be good with the cruise bubbler. Not just for him, but because his actual brain requires some actual brain. And that is something I don't have because I forgot up and down are reversed. Wait, where did he go? Free try again because he figured I just immediately got it? Wow, dude, that's a lot of confidence they put in me. Where'd he go? Where did Robot Plankton go? Did we actually just kill him? And like, where are you, dude? There you are. I was starting to get worried. Dude, dinner was getting cold. And you know how much good old Robot Sponge hates when dinner gets cold. Like, he was gonna cry as you're inside his brain. And you know, that's impressive, because he is robot, just like you. Oh god. What would they even eat, though? That's the question. Probably, like, screws. Maybe spatulas. Maybe that's why they care about the spatula. Oh, dude, he just straight up gives up when you hit him. He's like, nah, dude. Dude, haven't you ever heard the phrase, no pain, no game? Like, I guess not. Wait, what? Oh, my god. Dude, I thought it was just flinging us into the void. It's like, you know what? Robot Plankton gave up, so you should give up too. You know, Robot Plankton, you should believe in your dreams. Go for it. You know, you'll never be an MLB tall basketball star with that attitude. And there we go, guys. We got the goal with the golden spatula. I'm sad though. Why make the cutscene though for Muscle Bob, and then not actually show us fighting Muscle Bob? Like, what was the point of that? Because I actually wanted to fight Muscle Bob, and that's just disappointing. I mean, it was a good reference, but still. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most disappointed I've been. Like, kudos on... Well, did they have the cutscene like that before?
What do you do?
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh, my plans. Ruined. That does it. I'm becoming a lawyer. You haven't defeated me yet. I still have lots of robots all over Bikini Bottom. I'll summon them all, and then we'll see. Uh-oh. I'll destroy you. You'll destroy me. I'll destroy you. I'll destroy you twice as hard. Oh, yeah?
I feel like that was a hint to the multiplayer. I could be wrong, but I have this feeling. Oh! This is new? Or is this for 100%? Copyrighted! 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 Oh, Neptune! Yeah, that's right, he was in this game! Dude, I forgot about that. My God. It's good. It's a very good rendition. Okay, I guess that means we get to talk about the game. Does it? Question mark? Alright, cool. So we are left with Spongebob. So, weirdly enough, there is a mid-phase to get the spatula. So we did get all the spatulas. I don't know why they set it up that way. Probably just to get 100, but very bizarre. Yeah. So, Battle for Bikini Bottom. The thing to keep in mind for anybody who is thinking, why not be super critical of this game? Here's the thing. This is a remake. However you end up feeling about the game and its level design, you have to consider the fact that pretty much everything in the game was originally made by a completely different company years ago. So some things that are just completely ridiculous or unfair level design isn't really the fault of THQ Nordic. However, that doesn't let them off the hook for other things. Now, personally, I'm a little disappointed as it being a remake. The thing is, this draws a very big question. As Arlo always says, you know, what is the line of a perfect remake or a perfect remaster? And the fact is, it's really subjective. Just like how games are, it makes it even more subjective than one would generally put a game. Because we usually look at this stuff from facts. Even though, again, it's subjective and objective. But the thing is, I could have sworn I heard that they were going to put in all of the cut content. Now, yes, they did put in the multiplayer. They did have a few extra things. I don't know if that one thing is new, the last credit scene or the mid cutscene. But putting the Muscle Bob thing in there, I wish they would have just gotten rid of that part and had SpongeBob just go into Robot SpongeBob to try to destroy him, just because they made it feel like we are going to play as Patrick or play as Sandy, and it would have been a cool variety to change that up and add an extra segment. Would that have made it a really long boss fight? Not necessarily, because despite it having a lot of hit points, it's actually not that long of a boss fight, to be fair. It didn't really take longer than the other ones. And I feel like they could have very easily added the Robot Patrick segment. But here's where the problem comes in with a remake. The problem is that people will say, I don't want them to add anything new, I just want it to be a pretty version of the original. And in that standpoint, they did a very good job. Again, though, this is another problem, as there is a lot of glitches inside of the game. And it's unfortunate, because while they are patching this stuff out, and I really give them credit and kudos for it, because it's a $30 game. They don't have to go through all of these changes, all of these patches, and still asking people to send things in so that they can fix it. I will always praise them for that. And there is a point where you have to draw the line and say, you can only do so much for a game. You don't know how much budget they were given, and some things like the voice acting is a part of the fact that some of the voice cast isn't around with us anymore. And while that's unfortunate, I don't think that's the full case as to what made them not do it. I feel like Nickelodeon probably said, hey, we're not going to end up doing this. We don't want to. We don't have the budget. And the main thing that tells me this is the new Nicktoons kart racing that they did. So that just gives me that idea. And it's unfortunate because this is a good game. Now, going on to the game itself, because we can't just go into the fact of, I played this entire game and I'm not going to give my actual opinion on it. I feel like SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is kind of a mixed bag. It's a very good 3D collectathon, but it has its flaws. It has a lot of big flaws and some level design choices that are just bizarre. Like, it almost feels like certain things are just patched in there just for padding and just to get it to 100 spatulas. And I get it. You want a round number. That's fine. There's not really necessarily a problem with it. But it's just meh. Because there's stuff like, as I said, getting the socks. But see, the socks I don't actually have a problem with. That's actually really good. It's part of the 3D collectathon part of it. What I mostly have a problem with is the Mr. Krabs spatulas, as I said an episode ago, just because it's really just ends up being grinding. But to be fair, I only had to do like 15 minutes of grinding before I was actively fine to do it. And even the theater, maybe an hour of grinding if you really wanted it. And that's not that bad. As long as you do the right thing. But at the same time, I really don't feel like doing that, and we've technically 100%ed the game by collectible standards, even though, yes, we haven't unlocked that one thing. Now, the game, so as I was saying, the game itself, level design is pretty great. Jellyfish Fields, I really loved. The problem, however... Oh, wait, is it just replaying the credits? Oh, it replayed the credits because it said thanks for playing. And okay, I thought it was still going. That's my apologies. But Jellyfish Fields was really good, except for the fact that the grass texture, I don't know if it's still a problem, but when the game first came out, it just lagged the area, and it kind of took me out of the experience of playing the game. But once I got past that, and once I got past the calling stuff and the shadows, I got to see the masterpiece of this game. And I think people don't give it the credit of the fact that it is a $30 game. It is a remake of a GameCube game. And it is still a very good game despite all of its flaws. Now the thing is, I'm not going to go fully to bat with it. There are other issues with it, such as the fact that some objects in the background, for whatever reason, don't have collision when others do. Why does this rocket have collision? Or the stick in Flying Dutchman's, but then the rocks under the stick don't have collision. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. Why is that a thing? It doesn't lead to a jerk secret or anything. So I find that weird. The rest of the area is just round fire going off. Downtown, pretty good area. I do like a fair amount of it. Probably not my favorite. But it's decent, and they really did make it feel like a fairly live city. Of course, that brings us to Goo Lagoon. Pretty much one of my favorite areas in the game, actually, because of the fact that you have that entire amusement park, and a part of it is mainly because of the Ferris wheel. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really fun glitch. That was probably my favorite. The second area, you have the Merm Lair. I did not like the Merm Lair. Don't have to convince anybody. It wasn't a great area. I see what they were trying to do, and if they could have made a great puzzle, then yeah, then that would have been great, but they didn't have that, so nah. Rock Bottom wasn't as bad as I thought, and, you know, with the better lighting, it ended up being a rather fun area to go through, actually. You know, not too tough. Sand Mountain, another one where I was kind of a little irky on it, where I didn't know if it would be really difficult, and I thought that it would be not too difficult, but also still very fun. A part of that is probably because of Sandy, but you do have to do the time trials and stuff. We also did that as the quickest one, so not too bad. It's also the one where we started doing like an area for 2 episodes, just because it ended up being so quick after that. Then of course we have SpongeBob's Dream, which, you know, I mean, all of these are me really quickly going, it's alright. But like, SpongeBob's Dream, I feel like this is probably the prettiest area in the game. It adds the most amount of things that is in it. And I think visually it's super cool. Sandy's Dream, I could do without. Squidward's Dream, pretty decent. But it did have the loading problem with the freaking music notes that was really annoying, because the only way past it was to actively die, which makes it really good that there aren't lives, but there might as well be, because the loading screen... the amount of time I've saved, literally, from editing out loading screens is stupid. It is so dumb. But, yeah, of course, then we have Kelp Forest, which was mediocre. Yeah. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but mostly because of the lighting engine being way better. And this was really the first time that I ended up playing it, but I feel like the design could have definitely been nicer or more polished. Of course, though, you have the whole Stone Tiki thing, which I just skipped, and then I realized how I was supposed to do it afterwards. You know, also the slide, but again, lighting made that easier. Dutchman's was actually kind of disappointing. It was fairly short, it wasn't hard, and then, of course, the Flying Dutchman himself was just... And then, of course, you have the bosses themselves. All of the bosses, I feel like, are extremely unique. At least for the stage... the different, like, in-between stages. Robot Sandy showed off a lot of different early stuff with SpongeBob, and it really teaches you the different stuff and how it can be used very creatively. Being able to just use the Bubble Bowl to get Robot Patrick on the 3rd phase is really, really clever. Being able to lasso around the stage so you don't go into the goop is just a really cool way to implement that. You know? And then, of course, you have Robot SpongeBob, which is just, honestly, it's a decent boss. Again, I was a little disappointed because I thought there'd be more in there, just like the whole Patrick Dream thing. But then you just go back to the whole entire argument of, well, what makes a good remake or remaster? And honestly, it's just not really worth it. I don't feel like there's really a reason to give any score. As, again, I'll go back to the whole Arlo thing of... There's just not a point to get caught up in it. If I say a number, people are going to say, well, that's too low, or that's too high. You know? So, there's not really much point. And I've pretty much just said everything. Heck, I might edit some of this down, because some of it, there's probably not much of a point. But all in all, if you enjoy SpongeBob games, or even just weird license games, you're gonna have a great time. Again, there are flaws, there are glitches, and even if there weren't glitches, it is a fairly gimmicky game. But some of the gimmicks and some of the glitches are where I had the most fun, just shaking my head and just laughing, you know? And, of course, you really can't stick your nose too much out at this game because it's not a $60 game. It is a $30 game. So it's not very expensive. Of course, at the end of the day, money is money, and what you value a game is up to you. But who knows? Maybe if you were on the edge of thinking about getting this game, maybe this playthrough told you whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Either way, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think and your opinions on the game itself, because I know that this game mostly got remade just for the sheer fact that a lot of speedrunners jumped into it and had a blast with it. Also, let me know if you guys want to see more Spongebob games, or when THQ Nordic puts out more, if you'd like to see me play more of them. I mainly played this one because it was a game from my childhood. And it was actually really great to 100% this game and do a relatively shorter game. Even though, yes, it took me longer than it should have to 100%, still had a good time. Either way, though, I think I've had you guys here long enough. So, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, show us out without been known love. Brother, mother, sister, father, iguana, and I hope to see you guys in the next playthrough that we do. Time. Alright guys, keep your toes safe. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button. You can subscribe if you really liked it. You can also hit the bell to make sure that you don't miss any videos by me. And on the screen right now, there's my first channel subscription, second channel, as well as some videos to check out. Alright guys, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you later.